Hi everyone, my name is Natalia Vargas and this is my focus project. This project is about that you're going to see a speed paint while I talk to you about how I make my illustrations and things that I like about digital art. You might learn something, who knows? And you will see it's already done part of a sketch, and it's because I forgot to start recording when I start my drawing. Hey, I'm going for a while doing this and it didn't look so bad. Let's see how the video goes. I forgot to press start to record. But that doesn't matter anymore. What I have done so far is make the skeleton of the people because it's necessary for everything to be provided. But you can do it your way and say it's your style of drawing. That excuse is funny to me. Then I made more sense of it by giving volume to the bodies and then the clouds. Normally I make simpler drawings with only one person or two at most, but as this drawing was for a contest, I dared and made a background with which I suffered all the time. But I wanted to do it big and incredible. I liked the result. What can I say? As I mentioned it, first I make the sketch that changed a lot during the process. Since I don't agree. Don't find it strange if you start drawing a dancer and ends up being a mermaid. It spends all the time. One thing I like is that artists make a kick sketch, a dirty sketch, and they can still do the line art perfectly. I don't know how, because if I do that, the line art ends all the format. So I have to make a clean sketch to know where I should pass the lines afterwards. I also see if there is something disproportionate, and for that I reverse the image a lot of times. It helps a lot in this. As you will see, I have already arrived at the line art part of drawing, and to tell you the truth, I thought it would cost me more because I'm not used to making backgrounds, but not give the opposite. It was very easy to outline the background. But that doesn't mean I didn't take long. In fact, it's the part that takes the most time in my drawings, since I want it to come out perfect and clean. Even though I try not to be so perfectionist. I admire so much the people who do this fast and have an impeccable stroke. For me, this is impossible. But I'm practicing, so I improve it, I can say. And one thing that can help you stroke improve is doing those line making exercise that got you when you were going to the creamery. Just this time consistently. And if you still think you can't use it, the stabilizer helps a lot, seriously. As for the time it takes to make each drawing, is because of my lack of practice and the detailing of my sketch. As I don't like by saying that it took just over 10 hours. Yeah, that's why I never stop practicing and spend a lot of time on what costs you the most, and so you are going to learn how to do it better and faster. And I give a little thing to those who are starting in the drawing. Look for reference, give it math, and work it with that until you let go your hand and you can draw on your own. I don't say you copy the drawing and say it's yours, since that will be stolen and it's not good. If not, you do those posts in your own style until you feel comfortable making your own, and you might even discover your own drawing style. Oh, and another thing, don't get frustrated by making hand and feet. And that even I suffer with that, but gradually improving. I say it for my own experience. One thing I always do to notice where I should do line art is that I always do the sketch with light color or pastel colors, because if I did it with a black or brown tone, I wouldn't know how to difference from each other. And so that it even looks clearer, I under the opacity of the sketch layer. That helps so much in the line art. Something I always do in the line art is to do the circle directly with the brush, as they do better than to make them by hand one by one. You just adjust the size of the brush, and through the center you pass the eraser with a smaller size, and it's ready. The circles come out almost perfect. I love it because I have a terrible bowl. The coloring part, my favorite part. where you can relax painting everything to your liking and without anyone tell you it's wrong. I had a hard time getting to where my coloring is today, as I didn't know how to put on shades or lights or anything. I still cost me, but I got much better than before. Everything improved when I made a brush that I call it fade, that I made it testing and testing, way wanting to give a watercolor like touch to the color until I like it. Is that it? Look at, I have had that brush for several months and I still love it. Thanks, brush. Experiment with various types of brushes. Maybe you like a lot and you will always use it. Who knows? Since we are with the colors, I will give them give the lines to have a better coloring. 1. Try to make sure that your color palette is not very saturated. This makes it not much taste for the human eye. 2. With the theme of events and shadows and lights, you don't just go black or white. That makes your drawing is not look as vivid as you would like. Use 3 colors that are together in the wheels of the color, or if you don't, or you can use complementary colors. It's rare, but they look good together. Trust me. 3. When it comes to shadowing, don't just use the blur brush. Doesn't look so good. 4. Play with the colors. This brings the drawings to life. You put shade and light on it, and it doesn't matter that it doesn't work out the first time. Keep trying. Just do it. Keep trying. But remember that these are just tips. You can follow them as well as not. One curious thing I have to say is that my computer being older than me, I don't see exactly the colors with which I paint, and that make it take even longer. If you don't want this to happen to you, get a good computer, and I suggest you start in the program Easy Paint to Save. It's very easy to use. One thing I should mention is that it's the first time I have painted a background digitally, so I didn't know where I was supposed to put the shadows. I didn't suffer, but if I was very confused at this point. in the drawing, but I think it didn't look bad to be the first time. Something that if I had a hard time painting was the tree. I didn't know how I was supposed to paint it, and I didn't want it to look like it was just something flat in the drawing. So I started doing things with the brush until it occurred to me to put shade on some parts of the tree and on top paint him with the base color and put it shine. So he seems to have their leaf races. I have no regrets for anything. You know what I like most about art is that everything can be so even very small things. People should just dream, imagine, and create. All people make art somehow even without wanting it. And all by getting carried away by who it really is. I could just say it's a magical thing. Well, it's my opinion. Never let someone tell you that it's bad what you are doing. You are your own artist. You should like yourself and don't seek everyone else's approval. Act this way. You will never be satisfied with what you do and you will always want more in a bad way. Just remember, you are the best. Going back to the drawing, finishing coloring everything, I add color to the line art so that it doesn't look so abrupt and integrate into the drawing itself. I like how it looks. I wish I could win that contest. That would make me so happy. Oh, I think I forgot to mention who I was drawing. They are two YouTubers called Symphony and Nashis. I like their content and I know their channels for a long time and I saw the opportunity of the contest to make them also a banner in condition. And this is the final result. I honestly like how it looked to be one of the first one that I made background. You can see it on both my Instagram and my Twitter in case you want to see it. And you can follow me. That will help me a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye.